Welcome to the Whiskers Sanctuary. I'm really glad you're here tonight. This is your space to slow down, to let the day go, and to rest. If you haven't already, find a comfortable position and allow your eyes to close. And as you settle in, just let your breathing slow down a little. There's no technique required, nothing to get right. Simply let each exhale be a little longer, a little softer than the one before. That's genuinely all you need to do right now. Whatever the day held, it's behind you now. And tonight, you won't be drifting off alone. Somewhere in the quiet, there is a cat keeping watch by the fire, warm and still and completely at ease. A soft reminder that tonight you are safe. So let yourself settle in and we'll begin. Tonight, the story will carry you the rest of the way. The cabin has been warm all evening. Not the sharp warmth of something recently lit, but the deep, settled warmth of a place that has been holding its heat for hours, soaked into the wooden walls, into the worn floorboards, into the blankets folded over the arm of the chair. The kind of warmth that feels less like temperature and more like permission. Permission to slow down, to soften, to stay. Outside, snow is falling. Not urgently, not in great sweeping curtains, but slowly. The way snow falls when the night is very still and there is no wind to hurry it. Each flake finding its own unhurried path downward, settling without sound onto the sill, onto the steps, onto the dark branches of the trees beyond the glass. The world outside is becoming softer by degrees, its edges disappearing gently into white. Inside, the fire burns low in the hearth. The logs have been burning for a long time now and have settled into themselves, glowing orange and amber, occasionally shifting with a sound so quiet it is more felt than heard, releasing a small breath of warmth into the room. The light it casts is not bright. It moves slowly across the walls and ceiling in long amber waves, touching the corners of things, softening everything it reaches. And in the center of all this warmth and quiet, the cat. It is sitting very still on the rug before the hearth, its paws folded neatly beneath its chest, its eyes half open in the particular way of a cat that is not quite sleeping and not quite watching, simply present, simply here, inhabiting the warmth the way the warmth inhabits the room, completely, without effort, without any wish to be anywhere else. The fire shifts once, softly. A small constellation of sparks rises and fades. The cat's eyes follow them for a moment, then grow still again. After a while, and time moves slowly here, like honey, like firelight, the cat rises. Not quickly, not with any purpose in particular. Simply the way a cat rises when the body has been still long enough and wishes, gently, to be somewhere slightly different. It stretches once, long and unhurried, from the tips of its front paws all the way through to its tail. And then it moves, softly, across the warm floor toward the window. Its paws make no sound on the wooden boards. The fire behind it casts its shadow long and soft across the room, moving slightly with each small shift of the flame. The cat arrives at the window and steps up onto the wide wooden sill, turning once before settling, curling its tail around its paws and looking out through the glass at the falling snow. The world outside is very quiet. The snow has covered the ground in an even, unbroken layer, and it is still coming down, slowly, steadily, without hurry. In the lamplight that spills from the window, each snowflake is briefly visible before it joins the rest, becoming part of the soft white stillness below. The trees at the edge of the clearing stand dark and patient, their branches accumulating small weights of snow that will fall eventually when enough has gathered. The cat watches all of this with the calm, unhurried attention it gives to everything. Its breath makes the faintest mist against the cold glass, a small circle of warmth appearing and fading in slow time with its breathing, in and out, steady and easy. There is nothing alarming in the snow, nothing surprising. It is simply the world doing what the world does at this hour, in this season, in this quiet place. And the cat receives it the way it receives everything, fully and without resistance, and without any need for it to be other than what it is. The snow falls on. The fire glows behind it. The room holds its warmth. And the cat is still. The fire makes a small sound, a soft settling of wood, a quiet shift of heat, and the cat's ear turns toward it, almost imperceptibly, the way an ear turns toward a familiar voice in another room. Then stillness again. The cat steps down from the sill and moves back toward the hearth. Its movements are slower now than they were before. The way everything slows in the deep hours of the evening, when the warmth has had time to settle into the body and the quiet has had time to settle into the mind. It crosses the room without urgency, its tail moving in a slow, easy drift behind it, and returns to the rug before the fire. Here the air is warmest. The heat from the glowing logs reaches out in gentle waves, pressing softly against the fur, against the face, against the closed eyes of a creature that has given itself entirely to the evening. The cat circles once, slowly as it always does, and then lowers itself down, settling into the rug with the unhurried ease of something that has found exactly the right place and has no intention of leaving it. It tucks its nose toward its paws. Its breathing deepens almost immediately. Each breath slower than the last, each exhale a little longer, releasing a little more of whatever small tension remains into the warm and patient air. The fire makes another small sound, and the cat does not stir. The shadows on the ceiling move their slow amber dance, and the cat does not stir. Outside, the snow continues to fall, and the cat does not stir. It is simply here, warm and present and completely at rest, in the knowledge that nothing is required of it tonight, that the fire will burn as long as it burns, that the snow will fall as long as it falls, that the cabin will hold its warmth the way it always has, steadily, without effort, without asking anything in return. The cat's eyes close a little more. The room breathes. The night settles deeper into itself. The fire has burned lower now. The logs are mostly embers, deep red and orange, pulsing slowly with a warmth that is quieter and more even than flame. The light in the room has shifted with it, grown softer and more amber, pooling in the low places, resting gently on the sleeping cat, on the folds of the blanket over the chair, on the frost beginning to form at the very edges of the window pane. Outside, the snow is still falling. It will fall for a long time yet, patient and steady and completely without urgency, covering the world in that particular silence that only snow makes, a silence that is not empty, but full. Full of softness, full of stillness, full of the quiet understanding that everything is exactly as it should be tonight. The cat is almost entirely still now. Its breathing has become the slowest thing in the room, slower than the drifting shadows, slower than the fading pulse of the embers, slower even than the snow outside. Each breath rising just enough to be seen, and then falling again, falling completely into a stillness so deep and so even that the cat and the warmth and the night seem to have become one single unhurried thing. The cabin holds all of it gently. The warmth, the quiet, the sleeping cat, the falling snow. It has been holding things like this for a long time. Evenings and fires and the particular piece of a space that knows it is loved. And it asks nothing. It simply holds. The embers breathe, the snow falls, the cat sleeps, and the night continues, softly, exactly as it was always going to, and somewhere nearby, perhaps in your own quiet room. You may feel it too, that same warmth, that same stillness, the weight of the evening settling around you like something kind. You don't need to finish this story. You don't need to hold on to anything at all. The fire is tended, the cat is there, and you are allowed to rest now, completely, softly, all the way down.